Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 18 of my 3 vs 5 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, myself and 2 AI teammates set to Lord difficulty are up against a team of 5 AI set to Emperor difficulty. In this series, I'm playing as the Frostling Theocrat, Falsor Frostscroll. In our last episode, we ended up with a few kind of tricky situations that are sort of pending. So on the one hand here, we've discovered a city that belongs to Edward. And of course, this is going to be a bit of a challenge because as you can see, it's reasonably well defended with some frost tanks. And we don't have enough muscle at the moment to really take the city. And of course, this isn't the throne city of Edward, but it is a city that he controls. So we are going to have to deal with it. Now, thankfully, my rogue hero is on the way over to assist and bolster the army that I already have. And perhaps that'll be enough to take the city. On the other hand, over here, you can see that Edward himself, or I shouldn't say Edward himself, but a couple of Edward's heroes are moving in to capture Errolmont, which is, again, a city that I had basically resigned myself to losing. But it's still unfortunate that Edward's going to swoop in and take it. And then on this side of things, we have a pending battle here, potentially, with some of Burma's forces, including Burma himself. And we're right on the doorstep with Falsor, as you can see. So I was contemplating trying to do this battle. Lots of things going on, not to mention in the Shadow Realm, we've encountered our Draconian opponent, our Draconian rogue opponent, Zerti the Sleek, really making a fairly substantial presence here, as you can see, capturing a Shadow Elf village. And so we've got lots of things going on, lots of pending battles, and things are really starting to heat up and get interesting. Now, before I jump into the episode proper, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some fantastic comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Can Dennis. Can pointed out that Archon Revenant Dwelling, here it is, that last time I was able to capture, I'm releasing it as a vassal currently, but when I do that, I'll actually lose the benefit of Heart of the Blight. And so what would probably be a better idea would actually be to cancel this and to absorb it. And in doing so, that would actually then ensure that I keep the advantage of Heart of the Blight. Now, my concern here was that obviously these Archons are going to be dedicated to evil, and I'm fully good, and so they're going to hate me. However, I can offset that using Spiritual Freedom. Let me just take a quick look here. So Spiritual Freedom, let's see. Yeah, and become, okay, so all units summoned within that city's borders gain meditate, become dedicated to good. I believe what this does is it will make the city not be as miserable. It'll make them dedicated to good as well. And so that should offset any of the negative benefits or the negative effects of them being dedicated to evil. So I appreciate Can pointing both of those things out. In addition, Can mentioned that my boat-producing city is almost going to be up to 120 production per turn once I finish this Master's Guild. So at the moment here, we're at 92 production. Once we have this constructed, we'll be getting much closer to 120. The reason 120 is important is because if we can hit that, we can crank out galleons or reavers in a single turn, which would be very, very good. Now, one thing that we could do is we could actually clear out this sunken city, which I've kind of been avoiding, but it does provide 10 additional production. Now, I think that would be enough if the city also grows one additional size here. I think that would be enough to get us to 120 production, because let's do the math on this. So we've got 15, and we've got 92 here, so that's, add 10, so we're at 102. Add the 5, we're at 108. Oh, we'd be too shy. If we added up with this production here, that would be 118. We would be too shy of what we need. However, we could also try to improve the happiness of the city as well. So perhaps we've already got Paid Absolution and Spiritual Freedom. I wonder if maybe we could do terraforming or something else to try to improve the happiness. But in any case, if we can kind of work our way towards getting to 120 production, we can crank out boats in a single turn, which is very, very powerful. So I appreciate Can pointing that one out. Can also gave me the go-ahead. He said, give it a shot, try those battles, see what happens. So this is one I was pondering here, using Falsor's stack to potentially try out this battle. Again, this is a very, very difficult battle, and I don't know if there are other units over here. If there are, I don't think I can do it. But if I'm just dealing with this, it might be possible, although we did get to see how devastating Enchanted Thread can be. in the previous battle where I was fighting for Burma's former throne city here of Lugar. So I don't know. But I mean, hey, I could throw some spells on at least to help me out. The next set of comments is from Nolan Cook. Nolan mentioned in the Shadow Realm, as I mentioned, I'm now up against Xerdi the Sleek. What Nolan is suggesting is that in my cities, I need to start focusing on production to really, reinforce and defend what I have. So, for example, here in Tilso, I should probably start optimizing the city for at least a little bit of production. Maybe get a Theocrat's Conclave going to get me some Crusaders or something like that. That would probably be a decent option. We've got a few other cities here that we could start working on production in. Most of these are vassals, but our other big one up here we already have ready to produce, which is Zeldin. So as you can see, we can make the Evangelists and the Crusaders. One thing that might be worth doing, though, would be trying to get eventually able here to produce our Shrines of Smiting, which we'll be able to make in 2 more turns. But again, we have to decide on that. And unfortunately, this Archon Dwelling's probably going to get captured here by the forces of Xerdi. So we can definitely, though, work on a few of our other cities and get them ready to produce. So thank you to Nolan for that one. We also have a comment here from Death. Death mentioned that, summoning the Cherub here wouldn't be the worst idea because if it does deter them, which it won't, but there's a chance that it might, I mean, hey, at least then I get to hang on to this, the dwelling, that is. And if it doesn't deter them, oh well. I mean, I have plenty of casting points, so really, what's the harm in trying, I guess? And I think that's a decent point from Death. Death also mentioned that in the Shadow Realm, I should probably try to make the enemy forces attack me. And that's in reference down here to a situation that I found myself in with my Dreadnought hero, who's leading a very powerful group now that has 2 different Shadow Elf Exalted units, as well as an Archon Paladin that's able to heal, and then 2 very strong Shadow Elf Crusaders. Now, I was contemplating in the last episode maybe trying out this battle. We've got 2 heroes, both, mid-levels here, level 6, level 5. We've got a Druid and a Theocrat. We've got an Assassin, a Forge Priest, a Raptor, and an Elder, as well as 2 Hellhounds and a Thunder Brave. So we would definitely be in tough in this battle, especially since we don't really have units that are going to be able to get over the wall and, wreak havoc. I mean, our Exalteds can get over the wall, but, they're not, super powerful yet as we really haven't leveled them up. They've just evolved from the Martyrs that they formerly were. So I suspect we would have a tough time. Now, one thing that Death is suggesting is we could pull back and try to force them to come to me. Maybe they'll come out and try to fight me kind of in the open ground. I don't know if it's possible, but we could certainly try. The other option is we've got a few units moving over to help reinforce to try to perhaps get a hold of this Archon Dwelling. If we're unsuccessful in doing that, we could always send this group down to reinforce here and try for that. So, again, lots of options there, but, a tough choice ahead for me, that's for sure. Death is also mentioning that it's probably worth clearing out that structure at the Boat City, similar to what was mentioned earlier in regards to clearing out the Sunken City to give me that additional production. So I think we'll probably have to moving forward. We could also maybe try and clear out this Monument of the Ashen Rose, which also provides production. Now, this one we wouldn't have for 1, 2, it looks like 3 expansions. So I don't know if that one's even possible to get into the domain. It's currently a city, so we would have to also then build the stone wall, which I don't think, no, we don't have. And then we'd also have to make the observatory. So with those 2 things, we might actually have enough, and with the city growing. But that's a little ways off in the future. The Sunken City is more immediate. But in any case, a big thank you to everybody for the excellent comments and suggestions. Let's get started on the episode here. There's a lot for us to do. So, again, lots of good points made there, lots of things to consider. So we've already switched over the Revenant Dwelling to Absorb. A couple of other things now we want to do. So, again, moving over here with Falsor, really the big thought is, do we want to try this battle? Unfortunately, we don't have the movement to do it this turn, but perhaps next turn we can give it a shot. We also have our Rogue hero moving in to at least try to reinforce us a little bit. Unfortunately, not going to be able to be there in time to help if we wanted to do it, this turn or next turn, I guess. So that's unfortunate, but we are bringing reinforcements in, which is a good thing. So let's jump back to the Shadow Realm real quick. Again, this is probably a waste of my casting points, but what the heck, let's do it. We'll summon the Cherub here. Again, this is probably a futile effort, but we're going to give it a shot. Meanwhile, here, let's do a Spiritual Freedom and get that going. And then we can always switch that if we need to. We have plenty of joint offers, none of which I'm interested in accepting, I think, at the moment. Yeah, none of them I'm really that keen on. We did have a few, I think, more things to take care of in the Shadow Realm. Let me just double check here if anybody was able to still move. Right, so our Dreadnought could move and engage the battle, but really, I think it'd be better to just pull back and kind of see if they'll come to me. So we'll sit right there. This unit's going to stay put, again, helping to guard our ally ever so slightly. Okay, now we do have a Martyr and a Crusader. Ideally, I'd like to get rid of this stack, but with 2 Assassins, that's going to require some additional backup. So we're working on another Crusader. So this group's going to stay put for now. I think that's going to about do it for our unit movement. Yeah, now it's just production, so let's take care of that. Not a ton of gold coming in at the moment, unfortunately, but a little bit. So here, I think what we'll do in Zeldin is we'll probably just go for additional units, I think, would probably be the wise choice. So let's grab an Evangelist here. It's kind of expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. Osteo will just do merchandise, and that's going to end our turn. So I think we will let it flip over and see what happens next. Okay, our ally's doing some moving. Hopefully he's not going to waste too many of his units on some of these structures if he tries to clear them out. Summoned another bird. I wonder if he's getting ready to attack it. Hope not, because he's probably going to lose some units doing that. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what Edward does. I mean, obviously, Aeromont is a lost cause at this point, which is kind of unfortunate. You know, whether Edward sieges it or Zlasor decides to attack, either way, we're going to lose the city. That's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. Alright, so it's Burma's turn. So let's see if Burma brings some reinforcements in, perhaps, to the city. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so we've currently got that Enchanted Thread. That's going to be the biggest problem for me, I think. Not to mention, I mean, again, these Sphinx can really do some damage. And obviously, the heroes being present is going to mean... Interesting. Quest completed Paragon. Okay, that's Edward. Oh boy, okay, we're coming under attack here. This is going to be a tough battle, but let's see if we can make it happen. So he decided to move out to attack me. Alright, so let's see. We are up against some Frost tanks, which are going to be pretty nasty. Of course, when these explode, I think they... Yeah, explosive ice death, so we got to remember that. And obviously these golems are tanky as heck. And then the circle thrower is nothing to underestimate either. This is going to be a very, very tricky battle for me. Alright, so we want to spread out. We don't want to get hit by that Frost Breath in a big group here. We want to kind of spread out. Head back here. I don't think we're in range for the curse, so we'll wait. We're going to let them come to us. I suspect we're going to have a pretty tough time winning this battle, but we will give it our best shot. We got a curse off, at least. That's something. All right, let's see if maybe we can position this wisely. What I'm thinking is maybe we go here and here, and then let them come to us. Let's see what happens. Ouch. Yikes. That hits hard. Alright, so first things first, we're going to step up, drop a big heal on our Crusaders, because if they go down, it's all over. And then, I think what we'll probably do here is... I think it'd be worth getting a heal on these Crusaders, so what we'll do is we'll step over like this, drop the big heal, And then we are going to step in here, do a flank shot. And then we're going to step over like this, camp out in defense mode. Probably should have put these guys in defense as well. Ouch, that frost damage is incredible. That is not fun. Alright, so thankfully our spirit healer is still alive at least. Now we can get some good flank damage here. I think we should do it. There's that, and then we can get the kill here. Now our Crusaders are going to be in tough shape here. Let's see, maybe we can get over this way, drop a spirit heal, or rejuvenate orc blood, excuse me. Yeah, I don't think we can win this one, unfortunately. Oh, that ice damage, yeah, it's just too much. Yeah, I think tactically I should have done a few things differently. You know, I should have focused on the frost tanks, probably. And unfortunately, I don't think our spirit healer is going to be able to really do anything at this stage. Ouch. Yeah, and that's no good. You know what? I should have attacked the frost tank because it needs repair to heal. Oh well. Well, that was kind of unfortunate on my part. I should have focused fire on the frost tanks. That was a mistake. Yeah, so there we go. We're gonna let this one go in auto combat and unfortunately lose the city. Yep, as expected. So Edward's conquered Arrowmont. Boy, Edward's going to be a tough customer now. Ooh, look at that. One of his heroes is rotting a spider there, as you can see. Now that he has Paragon, that means that he has he's producing tier 4 units, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's what that means, if I remember correctly. That's going to complicate things pretty dramatically. Okay, so now it is Lassor's turn. I imagine Lassor is a little upset that his throne city has changed hands now from me back to Edward and not to him. So far, not seeing much action from him, at least nothing visible. Okay, so now it's Zerdy's turn. Let's jump to the... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay, there's to be expected, unfortunately. Let's try this manually. I don't think we're going to be able to use our old tried and true approach here, because unfortunately these units can make it over the walls. Yeah, I don't think we can use our cheese approach. No, they're just going to go full movement to get to us in time, so... Kind of unfortunate. Yeah, that's a real shame. I definitely did not want to lose this dwelling. Yeah, and we're pinned in now. There's nowhere for us to go. Yeah, there we go. So, kind of unfortunate. Ouch, that wing beat. Yeah. Boy, that's too bad. And I don't think we have a strong enough army to get in there and take it, given that there's a wall. That is frustrating. We worked really hard to get that dwelling developed and able to start maybe producing some units for us. Man, that's kind of a slap in the face a little bit. Oh, I heard some spell casting going on. That might not be good. Yikes, okay. Ooh, and look at this. Man, we are really having some unfortunate things happen to us here. So as you can see now, we are coming under attack from these roaming units. So we're going to use our tiger to try to draw them in, hopefully, and then archers are going to have to try and at least do something. You know what? Let's see if maybe we can use the terrain to our advantage ever so slightly here. There we go. Let's go over this way. Gonna try and kind of bait them into us a little bit. Alright, let's see if maybe we can get them to sort of come at us here. Let's see. Ouch, that assassin strike hurt. Thankfully, we're in a really good spot here to do some big flank damage. Very good. And then we can get the finish with our archer. Perfect. Okay, at least we killed one of the assassins. Well, that's going to be pretty short-lived here. Yep. Ouch. Nasty. Yeah, that was pretty hopeless. Trying to whittle them down to at least protect my other city here. Okay, well, that was probably the worst turn transition we've had, I think, this whole series. That was not a good set of events. Now, we've gotten better at governing Shadow Elves. Let's see. Exterminators now have athletics. Ooh, your leader and all heroes gain... Shadow Elf heroes gain additional casting points. This is good for us. We're just going to take it as a straight bonus. Yeah, there's 5 more casting points. That's a big deal. Now, we've got a tribute here being offered by our dragons. I will definitely accept the gold. That's very much needed. As you could see, we were very, very low on gold. Okay, so yeah, Paragon, he's the first to recruit a tier 4 unit, or to build or summon it. So that's kind of unfortunate, like I said, but we'll deal with it. Had a shield arrive there, as well as a mug of joy. Okay, great. Yeah, we really got to get things back on the right track here. Okay, we have an alliance proposal from, very nice, from the Giant Dwelling Underground. I will happily accept that. That's very good. Yes, excellent. Otherwise here, the rest are joint offers, which we're going to largely ignore. Rogan Dur has finished the barracks. I think we were working on getting ourselves potentially able to produce very, very powerful infantry out of here, and that being the Dwarven Firstborn unit. So we would probably do the War Hall next, and then go from there. We need to eventually clear out this Castle of the Lich King, which is going to be tough to do. But if we can get a few Shrines of Smiting, that shouldn't be too hard, actually. Boy, let's see what else maybe we can figure out here. Spiritual Freedom's ready to go. We could throw that preemptively onto our Archon Dwelling here like this. It's not the worst idea in the world. Maybe we'll just do that. Ooh, the only problem is I just used up a lot of casting points that I could have used in this battle up here. That was probably a mistake, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, but look at that. Okay, you know what? Now with the Exalted, I think they've got too many units for me to really, you know, feasibly consider attacking at this stage. I'm going to need reinforcements, and so what we're going to do, we're going to start sending Turska up that way, along with some extra units. Not a huge army, but it might be enough to help. Yeah, we'll leave the Cherub there, at least to have somebody on the city. The only problem is, what do we do in the meantime? So maybe what we do is we actually just ignore the city for now. Head back this way. We could maybe go clear out some structures, try to... Maybe we can go after this dwelling. See what we can do in the meantime. Nice, okay, we have another galleon. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head back this direction. I'm going to take one of my little scouts. We're going to head underground, just double check what's there. I'm not seeing anything too exciting. Back up to the surface, and we'll just keep moving that way. Ooh, and look at that. Okay, got a brigand hideout we need to deal with. But maybe we don't, because it's located on this little island, so it's not that big a concern. Now, meanwhile, this group's going to head over to the Sunken City, along with another galleon. I think that should hopefully be enough. Oh, my mistake. I didn't... Oh, that's kind of embarrassing. I didn't even realize I'd already explored it. That's kind of silly of me. But you know what? I need this group anyway, because we are going to go down and clear out this monument of the Ashen Rose. The goal, of course, being once we expand the city, we want to get our production capabilities up to what we need them to be. So we're going to work on the Masters Guild and then expand the borders as much as we can to try to get this monument into the domain. So then we are ready to go. Now, yeah, let's head down this direction. All right. Let's see. So where are our orcs over here? Right, okay, so this army was doing some work and recruiting a few extra units as well, thanks to our evangelist. Now, one thing we can do is we can move through the domain here, clear out the spawning structure, clear out the lost library. I think that's probably going to be the most likely path for us here. Yeah, so I'm just doing some scouting. Let's head down this way, and we'll go right there. And this army's just going to follow as well. Kind of keep doing their thing. Trying to bring all our units down to get them to the front lines. We really need to get, you know, more units into the fight. The problem I've had is that Falsor has been over here, but hasn't really been able to pick up momentum in terms of building an army. And that's actually really, really hurt me. So we need to make sure we keep the momentum going here. All right, meanwhile, our rogue can hop in the water. So we need to get our rogue over to Edward's City there and see if we can cause some trouble in that respect. Let's see. Okay, we've got units to move, so let's do that first here. We're going to tell them to relax, I think. Now, this group is heading over this direction. I think we're just trying to kind of get them closer to the action in the Shadow Realm here. Not a bad idea. All right, now this group, I would really like to get this hero into the fight a little bit more rather than kind of being stuck up here in sort of no man's land. So yeah, we were planning to head down this direction, so let's do that. And there we go. There's another city or dwelling of some kind. We can try our best to gather another ally. Now our warrior here, or our warlord, excuse me, has a few structures that he can clear out, so we should probably do that. Of course, we want to get him down to try to assist with this situation as well, but I don't think it'd be worth, you know, skipping out on all these potential structures to clear out, so let's at least do a little bit while we're in the neighborhood. We'll go for this crystal tree, since we're here. Good chance to try to gain some more experience with the stack, at least. So why don't we throw on Frozen Flames to our Exalted. And then we can use Absorb Pain as well onto the hero. Maybe I should have put the Frozen Flames on the hero, but oh well. We'll step up a little bit. We're going to kind of let them come to us, I think, but... Alright, they're not going to. That's fine. We'll go entice them out, or so slightly. Let's see if they'll take the bait here. No, not quite. Alright, well. A little bit closer then. You know what? Maybe we even step right up. Blast there, and then charge right in. Nice, there's the kill. We did get stunned, unfortunately, and the Crusader can advance. White Witch can step up to support. Alright, let's see what happens next. Ouch, yeah, Exalted taking some punishment. Hero got frozen. The good news with the Exalted is, of course, they have Resurgence, and so that's why I'm kind of throwing them in a lot more aggressively than I normally would. Now, we do have to watch out, though. With our hero frozen like that, we're in actually a pretty dangerous spot. The Node Serpent could, you know, almost kill our hero, which would not be ideal. So what we need to do here is we need to terminate the Incanter. That's pretty much for a given. The Wisp needs to die as well, as does the Node Serpent. Now, whoever we attack with the Exalted is going to kill us in return. Maybe we can kill the Wisp, though. Oh, perfect. Okay, now we are stunned, but that's fine. So the Incanter, as I said, needs to die. Yeah, what would be ideal would be to kill the Incanter. Nice. Okay, and then you know what? Now we should be all right. Step up a little closer. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we should be able to get the finish here. Perfect. Now our Crusader can step in and attack the Node Serpent for some flank damage. Nice. Okay, I think we're in good shape now. Nice. Okay, and he took the bait and killed the Exalted, which is totally fine because, as I mentioned, the Exalted has Resurgence. Step over here, turn him over. Oh, and we got the freeze. That's perfect. All right. Well, now we can heal up the Crusader and then just let him have it. Excellent. Yeah, fantastic. So now we just got to heal him back up a little bit. Now we've got, ooh, a Stiletto of Silent Murder. That's a pretty good melee weapon, but I think we're going to just sell it for gold because really at this point, I think we're kind of hurting for money. There's some extra gold down here we're probably going to want to grab on our way through, so let's do that while we're moving. Head over here, grab the gold. And you know what? There's even a city over here we can try and get another vassal going as well. In the meantime, down here, it looks like they're not going to take the bait and come after me. So I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this hero up to try to reclaim our dwelling that we've lost. Because as I mentioned, that's a real shame losing it. Now for Tilso, we want to get this city going to produce some units that are actually going to be helpful for me. At the moment, all we can make are, you know, kind of the tier 1 units. So why don't we get a Theocrat's Conclave going that we can maybe start producing some tougher customers. We've got this little group underground doing some work, so why don't we go clear these pesky units out. We'll let them run. Nice, a Goblin Darter and a Stab. You know what? I'll take this just for the Darter because I want a Scout. And then what we'll do is we will send this off to whoever's closest. I guess the road... Actually, we'll send it to our Warlord there, and then he can just sell it. Let's head down. Ooh, and look at that. Okay, we've got a roaming unit here that's going to cause us some problems. We've also got an inn that could be cleared out. Forbidden Sanctum's unfortunately a little bit too strong for us at the moment. But we can head over like that. Yeah, alright, let's head down here and see if we can deal with this unit. Excellent. Alright, we should be in good shape now. Plenty of units to bear here. Alright, let's see if we can let them have it. So we've got some Tigran pirates that need killing. Very nice. Drudge can get involved with his rock throw. Our Martyr can also help us out a little bit. Very nice. Spearman. And then we can step up with our Crusader. Perfect. While over here, our Goblin Darter could step up and do a little bit. Our Lore Keeper, probably be a good idea to maybe buff one of our units here if possible. Alright. Ouch. Gotta be careful. We don't want our Martyr to die because we need our Martyr to evolve, hopefully. Gonna heal there. We want our Martyr to become an Exalted one day. Alright, so let's move our Drudge in. Hit him with the flank, and then, yes, and now we can step up and annihilate them. And there's good experience for our Martyr. Alright, so now we should be able to run right up. You know what? Let's even sprint closer. Turn them a little bit. Step in behind, and we can get the flank shot. Before we do that, though, let's just see. Is there anybody that needs healing? No, not really. Alright, let's just do this then. Excellent. Here's a very nice kill. Again, we want to get this Martyr as much experience as we can to try to evolve him. Right, that unit's kind of tapped out for movement, so let's keep going this way. Ooh, look at that. Another spawning structure and some more gold. Now down here, these guys are going to be our vassal eventually, but not just yet. There we go. Let's grab the haste berries. Ooh, we got some roaming units to kill. Multiple sets of them, actually. And we've got a flow rock quarry that needs to be cleared out. We've certainly got our work cut out for us. So let's start with the units here that need to die. We will engage this battle. We've got another martyr in this stack that we're trying to gain experience with. All right. So, Evangelist. Let's see. How much experience do we have? Ooh, we don't need a whole lot to level up. What we're going to do is we're going to throw this onto the martyr, actually. Prospector can hang out at the back. We're just going to kind of let them come to us here, really. Okay, no problem there. Can handle that. Very nice. And you know what? We can run around in behind here. Get the flank. Oh, not quite the kill. Shoot. Thought we would do enough there for the kill. How much for the evangelist here? Let's see, maybe we can just step up and get the kill with the evangelist. Yep. That's going to free up the rest of our units here. We can do some big damage there. And then follow that up with some flank shots. Nice, and there's a great kill. And we can defensive strike the beetle. Excellent. Alright, the beetle just decided to kill itself by attacking me. Totally fine. These crusaders are just beastly, though. Especially the dwarven ones. They have such high defense being armored. They're just tanky as heck. Alright, now we got to kill these spiders. They're going to be a little bit tricky because they could try to immobilize us. Alright. Let's see, we've got 2 hunter spider babies that are capable of phasing. We have to be very, very careful about that. One thing I would like to do is drop a heal onto my crusader. Park our crusader in the front and our sword banneret in the back. That way we've kind of got our melee units sort of spread out. The martyr I'm going to keep sort of here. A little nervous about the martyr getting attacked, but okay, we're fine. Yeah, no problem there. Thankfully, we resisted what we needed to. Let's see, what kind of damage can we do? Oh, yeah, let's get in there and get that flank kill. Excellent. And then our evangelist is the one that's currently in a bit of trouble. That's totally fine. Yeah, our evangelist can tank the damage, so we'll be okay. And then we can attack the vampire spider baby with a defensive strike. No problem. Took some damage, but nothing we can't survive. In the martyr, it'd be great to get some more experience with. Let's hit him with this, and then we'll hit him with the kill. Excellent. And really trying to get that martyr as close to gold medal as we can. Alright. Then now we got the quarry, and we've also got the trading post. So let's head maybe back down towards the quarry. Clear that out next. Let's see. I guess that's most of our movement, really. So now we can do some production. So Rogan Dur, again, the question is, what do we want to produce at the moment? I mean, a Warhol would probably make sense. You know, again, trying to get us closer to the ability to produce the Firstborns, which I think is really going to be disgustingly strong out of my Dwarven City there. Osteo, we're going to just continue with merchandise. And that's going to really do it for our turn here. So why don't we start working maybe on a paid absolution? Okay, we really got to try and improve our gold income. Otherwise, just join offers. We're going to skip those, so we will end it there. Sounds like my ally is making a city. Oh, nice. Okay, he's got war breeds now. That's pretty good. I heard the little construction sound, which I'm pretty sure means he's making a city. Either that or maybe he was just moving something. Yeah, it's nice seeing the war breeds out and about because they're a very, very powerful unit. Boy, though, I really need to catch up on the production side of things. I'm starting to kind of fall behind, I think, a little bit in that I don't really have the production capabilities that some of my allies do. Or my opponents, definitely. Okay, so he captured a watchtower that I had. Now I don't have any vision over there at all. Looked like he raised it as well. So I suspect Edward is probably going to start trying to attack me. My big question, though, is I don't know where Edward's throne city is. I'm wondering if it's down here in the mist somewhere that I haven't seen it yet. I would suspect that it's above ground. He is a human. I'm sure it's up here somewhere. It's probably down here somewhere is my guess. Maybe even over to the corner a bit more. My guess, though, is it's right in this spot down here where I just can't quite see it. So maybe if I can spare it, summoning a cherub wouldn't be the worst idea. Doing a little scouting, try to find his throne city. Maybe I can try and snipe him. One thing that I definitely have to do, though, is I can't make the same mistake that I made with Erelmont. I have to make sure I hang on to Lugar, get myself established down here, and start building an army. All right. Ooh, look at this. Okay, Crimson Star. All units that belong to a player with an evil alignment gain +3 resistance and strong will. All units that belong to a player with a good alignment suffer -3 resistance. Yikes, that's not good for me. That is unfortunate. We've gotten better at governing Tigrans. Sun Guards and Chariots gain +7 health, or Settlers are cheaper to make. We're probably not going to make any Tigran Settlers, so let's do the military upgrade, even though it's probably not going to make much of a difference. Okay, nice. The Scimitar arrived for our rogue. Some pants. Very nice for our warlord. And a brooch. Excellent. That's a good one. Extra blight protection and then the resistance upgrade as well. And there we go. A shield. Better than the one here, I think, because the odds of us getting mind controlled are pretty low, but just having that extra damage protection is worth it. Sell that off. All right, alliance proposal here from some dragons. Ooh, expensive, but let's do it. Fantastic. So now we have our new ally, and we can clear this out. A little bit more knowledge income for our vassal. Had a domain invasion at Tilso. Wonder if that was maybe through the Shadow Gate. Let's go back up to the surface. Ah, yes. So it was this unit doing some more moving around. You know what? We've got enough now. I think we can probably tank them and get the kill. So let's head over and clear these guys out so they stop threatening us. Now, this actually will not be an easy battle by any stretch. What we're going to do is we're going to use our Martyr here with Absorb Pain. That's for pain. We're going to step right up, get in there, defense mode, and see what happens next. Ouch, severely poisoned. That is not fun. Alright, Cutthroat's going to take some punishment. The Assassin, I think we're going to just stay in defense mode, actually, all things considered. Unfortunately, my Martyr is taking a lot of punishment and will probably die here. But, oh wow, look at that. Just annihilated the Crusader. That is not good. Oh man, we're going to lose this battle now. That's really, really unfortunate. We can throw a Smite on to help us out here. Probably best to kill... Hang on. Assassin Strike's already been used. Yeah. So let's use... might. Oh, that's an expensive spell, but I think we should probably kill the assassin. That's the highest damage potential. Oh, man. Jeez, that low resistance is killing me. Boy, I really underestimated just how bad that was. Yikes, now we're going to probably lose this city, too. My goodness. All right, well, we're going to switch over to a cherub. Boy, that is really not good. All right, well, yeah, well, this is going. We definitely can't do any major battles or we're going to get annihilated. You saw how much damage that fire did to my poor crusader there. All right, well, in the meantime, let's do a little bit of scouting, I guess, and see what we can find here. All right, it'd be nice to capture that, just to have the vision from it. Honestly, I'm kind of inclined to just send this group back down to help guard the city while we're absorbing it. We've only got one turn left, so... You know what? I think I'm going to do that for now. We'll just send my rogue down just to guard the city. We're going to have to play it a little bit defensively for the next couple of turns just because we can't afford any screw-ups now. You saw just how devastating that was. It's already a fairly major oopsie on my part, so... Alright, let's see if we can get this unit down and into the fight more quickly here. So let's head down this way. Yeah, there, we'll go this direction. Alright, while we're here, let's grab this guy and start walking our way as far over here as we can. Alright. Shrine of Smiting is now researched. Excellent. What's our next choice? Purifying Burst. Honestly, the advanced logistics would be helpful, or additional casting points. Logistics would be great to just improve our movement, really, just especially since we're trying to get units to the front line of battle. I'm leaning towards it, so I think that's where I'm going to go for now. Okay, Leicester. Yeah, we don't have any gold left either. That's a big problem. Let's see if maybe we can scrounge up some gold with some fighting here. Alright, this group's gonna head down here and try this battle on for size. We have to be careful. This is a pretty tough group. These quarries are usually pretty well defended, and so it's always a bit of a risk when you don't have, like, a really powerful army. I've got a decently powerful group at the moment, as you can see, but... the Crusader, we're gonna buff with Touch of Faith. There we go. Our Banneret can advance. Everybody's just gonna kind of move up. And I'm not gonna use Absorb Pain because I don't want to risk the Martyr dying. So we're gonna hold off on that. Alright, let's see if they come to us here. A little bit of rim fire, we can handle that. No problem. We need to get some more experience here. It's really not getting us a whole lot, but a little bit. You know what? I could try for the conversion on the War Grader, but I'd rather try and get one of these Lore Keepers if I can. I think we'll go like that. And we're going to step up and do a defensive strike like this. There we go. Meanwhile, the Evangelist can move in a little bit closer and try what I just said. Oh, the Lore Keeper. Do they have Mind Control immunity? Oh, they have Strong Will. Interesting. I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense, though, so they're immune. All right, well, the only option then is the Clan Guard, which is currently in defense mode, but what the heck, let's try it. Ah, heck yeah. 50-50 chance. There's a nice conversion. Ouch. Kind of hurt. Move our Evangelist off, and we'll do a self-heal there. Very good. Now, our Martyr, it would be great to try and get a kill or at least some good damage with. You know what? Here we go. All right, we'll hit him with some punishment, and then we'll get the kill here. Nice. Our Martyr getting really close to that gold medal, I think. Oh, yeah. Only 5 more experience. This is great. We need to sell this for gold, that's for sure. Like I said, we are hurting for cash at the moment. And we'll turn around this way. Head back up. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's the clan guard. That's fine. Gonna say, forgot to move the whole stack, but that's that new unit. We can add the clan guard into our group if this unit doesn't get ambushed in the meantime. Oh, that's what I heard being constructed. Okay, so he's making an underground city. That's fine by me. Near my vassal there. As well grab the gold. Oh, that's great. Yeah, we're definitely improving our gold situation, which is what we needed. And then let's engage this battle here. Clear out this spawning structure while we're in the neighborhood. See what kind of rewards we can get from it as well. Mostly spiderlings that we're up against, but there is a vampire spider queen, which could be a bit of a problem. Alright, well, our lore keeper's gonna buff our crusader. There we go. And then this lore keeper's gonna buff our... probably our martyr, to be honest. I think that's probably the best choice, just because we want to get that martyr some more experience. Don't want to risk losing him, so... So the crusader can advance like this. The darter can move up a little bit, and then we'll see what happens next. Okay, they're not going to come to us, so we're going to have to move a little closer to them, unfortunately. Right, that should hopefully entice them a little more to come and face us here. We've got pretty good cover, actually, all things considered, so... Okay, so our martyr's in tough here fighting these spiderlings. Thankfully, we can turn them around at least. That's not so bad. We can go 1-2, and there's the kill. No problem at all. Our lore keeper can step up and just make sure the martyr's basically at full health there. Then let's blast the spiderlings here. No problem. Spider Queen can take a bit of punishment. Just leave things as they are. Ooh, ouch. Going after my drudge over there. That's not so fun. Good news is we can step over and do some pretty devastating flank damage. We can back off slightly here with our drudge and hit him hard. Now, one thing that would be great would be to get the kill with our martyr. So let's see. We can turn them here. Get the kill there. Step over. Now we do... Okay, we do pretty good damage. Alright, let's see if we hit him with this. Now, how much? 6 to 10. Not quite enough for the kill. You know what? Let's sprint. Go like this. I don't want to get the kill. That's the thing. Okay, that's fine. Now I want to get the kill. Perfect. There's the level up. That's what we needed. And trying to get that martyr to gold medal. Sickle and buckler. We're going to sell that for the extra cashola. We're actually doing pretty good for money now. We've been raking in the cash, which is great. All right. So that helped us out a lot, all this underground clearing. Just panning around to see what else we got. Okay. That worked out pretty well for us. Now let's jump to the Shadow Realm. I think we've kind of done everything we needed to there. And let's just figure out the rest of our units here. This little group's just going to continue to hang out right there. And they're not really of much help, but hey, at least they're there, able to maybe do something if needed. This group's going to clear out the Lost Library, and then, oh my goodness, we've got a Bone Dragon and 2 Spectres. Holy cow. All right, we're in pretty tough. All right, well, let's clear this out first. Maybe we can get that oil occultist on our team if it's not mind control immunity. Man, that low resistance is even worse being orcs, right? Yikes. Yeah, look at that. 8 resistance. Man, we are just brutally susceptible. Let's step up. Let this oil occultist have it. You know what? I don't even want to take the risk. I just want to kill the occultist. I don't want to play that game. Put the pixie in there. There's a nice kill. Cavalry can just cruise on in, I think. Yeah, let's charge. Go in like this, and then I think what we'll do is we'll hit the reanimator. Oh, man, we fumbled it, of course. Yikes. We're going to step up like this, and what we're going to do is we're going to drop a heal, throw on a war cry, and go for that reanimator. Not quite the kill, but very, very close. All right, now I'm a little nervous about all this blasting we're going to take, but... Oh, there's a heal. Woo! Yeah, that low resistance is just unbelievable. Our oppressor just got blasted, as you saw. Yikes. Not what I was hoping for there. Okay, we've got an apprentice. Maybe we can get a conversion. Nice. Okay, at least we got something out of this. There's the kill there. We needed that badly. Oh, man, our cavalry's in rough shape. Our apprentice can do a little bit of work. And let's follow that up with the Nightshade Fairy. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, though, just how much damage we're taking. Losing that oppressor was not ideal. Safeguard and some extra knowledge. Man, I can't believe how nasty this Crimson Star effect is. Really, I should probably slow my roll in terms of the combat, but... Alright, we'll put the Incanter in here as well. And then this group can just hang out behind. So we're going to just stay kind of put where we are, I think. Wait for them to perhaps attack us. Because right now, if we were to attack, we would face all these units. But if they come out to fight us, it'll just be this group, which is still going to be a tall order. Alright, now let's see if we can make our way... Oh yeah, some mermaids, we can handle that. Yeah, that Crimson Omen could not have come along at a worse time. Alright, mermaids need to die, so let's figure out the best way to facilitate that. The Whaler can step up and do some good work here with a harpoon. Pretty decent. Seer can do some reasonable amount of damage. Our rogue can let him have it. There we go. And then... Oh yeah, our vampire hunter as well. Perfect. Siege trooper can move up. And that should be sufficient. Okay, a little bit of damage, but nothing we can't survive. And let's do some healing here. Mammoth Rider needs it the most. Can't use Charm on the Mermaid, unfortunately. Guess that sort of makes sense. Nice. Oh, look at that. Assassin Strike doing over 80 damage. That was pretty good. Right, or just about 80 damage, I guess. Alright, so that restored our movement as well, which is great. And you know what? We could even move over and grab the haste berries. The only problem is, again, this is still in effect, which means we are at a big disadvantage, sadly. You know what? Let's do it. Okay. Oof. Yikes. Recruiting more of these frost tanks. And the problem is, because our resistance is low, the frost tanks are even that much more effective. Yeah. Oh, man, that is not pleasant at all. Frostling units at least would have some of the resistance, but I just don't think that's a wise choice at the moment, given the effect that's being put on us here. I mean, take a look. So, like, our Siege Trooper has 7 resistance. That's absolutely brutal. And that's just because of Crimson Star. Yikes. Boy, oh boy. Like I said, that really threw a wrench into things. Maybe we can get him to come out and attack me again the way he did before. So let's at least camp out in his domain here. Just like that. All right, now, our warlord here, we do have this city that we can see. And or dwelling. So let's clear out this structure while we're on our way in. All right. And then, of course, we're going to make contact and see what we're dealing with. Now, Ultmar, we're going to just throw on some protection for him. And we're going to cruise on in. Hamadryads are, again, our new tier 3. We're going to try and get this Dryad to evolve, just like our other one did. Draconian Elder can do a nice self-buff. Ooh, and I grouped up. Now we're going to take... Ah! That was a mistake. Yikes. Didn't mean to do that. Spy drone definitely needs to die, so let's see if we can make that happen. There we go. Excellent. Okay. That makes our units a little bit safer here, thank goodness. Let that flamer have it. Same story here. No problem. And then we can step up and try for the entangle. Excellent, we got it. Okay. Now we can take our time. So first things first, we're going to step over with our Elder and drop a nice big heal. Our Exalted's already gold medal, so Ultmar could use some more experience. But, of course, so could our Dryad. And actually, I think it'd be wiser to get the kill with the Dryad, so let's do that. There we go. So we want that Dryad to evolve if at all possible. Alright. So that takes care of that. Now, can we make contact here? And I think we can. Okay, so this is a Shadow Elf dwelling. We're going to negotiate. Nice, they want open borders in the peace treaty. I'm happy to do that. Let me know when you want to talk. So it'll be a couple of turns, and then they will hopefully want to become our vassal without issue. All right, so now I think it's wise to send this group down south to assist with the fighting that's already going on. I don't think we're strong enough for the Forbidden Sanctum, so we're just going to bypass that. There we go. We're just going to head south. We need to go and support our Dreadnought, who's in pretty tough at the moment. And our Beetle can move over to assist as well. Now our Warlord over here, again, there is this city, but I just don't think we can really get there very easily. I'm going to start summoning another Cherub. This squad is pretty strong, but I don't know if we're quite strong enough for a Hollow Grove at the moment. And really, I think I kind of need this unit down here in the fight rather than, you know, out here whimsically clearing structures. Oh, it's so tempting, though. I mean, look at all this. There's just all these juicy structures and a little city to take. I guess one thing I could do is maybe break off the Ice Scraper, or, you know what? Let's break off the White Tiger. Yeah, there. This is a compromise. So at least we meet them. You know what? 28 gold? Sure, why not? That'll be a nice vassal for us. Now, this group's gonna, like I said, ignore all of that oh-so-tempting structures to clear, because we need to get down and into the fight. So we're gonna head straight this direction. There we go. And then we'll add in a unit here, maybe from this city as we move through. Our White Tiger might just continue doing some scouting this direction, actually, since we're in the neighborhood. This little group, again, we're just having them reinforce our other squad. Our Cherub can, I guess, do some additional scouting, although really up here we've kind of cleared everything out. Maybe let's head south. This Cherub here was heading over to see what's in the mist down this way. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to try and head over and see if maybe we can think about clearing this monument. Leicester, production-wise, yeah, we're going to need more units, so let's do a Crusader. Actually, maybe before we do that, let's just do a martyr, just so we have... Ooh, yeah, and our production's not ideal here. All right, we'll do the Crusader. Narmbach. This is our Orc city that's pretty solid, actually. Nice, we can make Orc Exalted here. Or Orc Son of the Maw. This is an infantry unit. Let's take a look. Oh, wow, look at the design of these guys. Very cool. It's like a beastly melee unit. Wow. Very, very cool. We inflict bleeding wounds, war cry. They don't have a shield, they just have like a big two-handed sword. Yeah, I like them. I might try making one at some point. Just for fun, because having a really strong tier 3 unit like that I think would be quite useful for us. You know what, let's start working on one. Osthiel. Nah. Now, let's hang on. Let's focus on our throne city. Okay, so the Holy of Holies is going to be ready next turn, and then we can start cranking out our Shrines of Smiting, which is exactly what we need. Osthiel is going to continue to do merchandise. And then that's really going to do it for our turn. So I think this might be a good place to leave the episode, because I got to say, this one, I made some big mistakes, and a lot of negative things happened to us, and this Crimson Star is just going to continue to cause us huge problems. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in a great spot anymore. I was getting pretty confident, and now suddenly I'm not so confident. The only positive thing is Toongale is now the new throne city of Burma, and we are gathering more units to be able to make the siege happen, but I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna save it here. Call this episode 18. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.